Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to the NJHB's YouTube channel. Today I'm back with another simple tutorial for those who don't know how to sidechain. This is a really simple and effective couple of ways that I've found to sidechain. It's pretty straightforward, but for those who don't know, this is the video, and stick around for my two favorite ways to sidechain. Usually in a lot of tutorials I see a lot of sidechaining examples, such as sidechaining the kick to the 808 or the kick to the bass or whatever it is. Sidechaining, the technique is the same, but I'm just going to be using a different example here this time. And what that is like you got, maybe you're making lo-fi, kind of like that new age lo-fi, and there's kind of a lot going on in the sample, and you sort of want the sample to duck a little bit when the kick hits, so that the kick comes through a bit clearer, but also it's like an effect as well, like it sounds cool as well. I have made a beat just for the sake of the video. It's nothing special. I just dragged in a few samples. So the first technique that I'm going to do is one that we all probably know, and that is using the fruity limiter. So what we want to do for this technique, for those who don't know, is select your kick track and come down here to wherever your sample is, and there's a little symbol here. Right click that, sidechain to this track. So you want to make sure that this here is all the way down, and it should be once you click sidechain to this track. It shouldn't be up unless you've changed it beforehand. Once you've done that, click on the sample track and select a fruity limiter. Now once we're here, we want to come over to the compression tab, and now to the sidechain tab, right click and select your kick. So basically what this is doing is compressing the sample when the kick hits. And now you can hear that the signal from the sample is ducking straight after the kick hits, and you basically just want to play around with these knobs until you get it how you want it. I might lower the release here a little bit. Up the attack maybe. This is it with it off. And on. So this technique is probably the most commonly used technique, and that's why I wanted to go through it first. But now I am going to do another technique now, because that's the good thing about FL Studio, is that there are many ways to do the same thing. What we're going to do is we're going to use the Fruity Peak controller to do some sidechaining. Turn that limiter off, unsidechain, so everything is back to normal. What I'm going to do is select my kick here, and I'm going to select Fruity Peak controller. Now on the sample track, what I'm going to do is right click the volume fader here, and I'm going to link to controller. I'm going to come across to this one here where it says none in this drop down list, and I'm going to select peak controller, peak, and down here I'm going to click inverted. and then I'm going to hit accept. First, you'll notice that the volume fader on the sample will go right up. You just want to adjust the bass here, and that will come right down, as you can see, to match everything else. And then from that point, you can work on the sidechain. I like to have the volume up. Yeah, I really like this technique with the peak controller. I find that it was easier when I first using the peak controller. I don't use sidechaining in this way that often, but when I do, I use this technique because when I first started using it, I found it easier than using the previous method that we just went over. But it's all up to you, and you can choose which way you want to do it. It's basically, it's doing the same thing, but in different ways. So yeah, I just wanted to go over those two quick ways that I do it, sidechaining, and there is other ways, like you can do it through Grosbeat, and you can select the sidechaining panel on there, and you can mess around with the parameters within Grosbeat. Pretty self-explanatory. I just wanted to keep it to my two favorites today, so thanks for watching, and happy beat making. Peace.